Hello, Don and Virginia here,
Hello.
and we are here with another Better Us Than Them movie review because who wants to hear people use big words and make no sense on Rotten Tomatoes when you can just listen to us instead? That's why we're here. Welcome. We saw The Purge yesterday, the older one, the original from Ethan Hawke.
2013.
Yeah, there you go.
Say the year.
Yeah, the one with Ethan Hawke. Well, it's because that new one came out, the first Purge. So I don't
I
want to
know.
say we saw the
Yeah.
first Purge. I
That's
don't think
why
we saw the new one. I don't want to
No, that's
confuse
why
it.
you say the year. Then there's no confusion.
All right, we saw The Purge from the year. Overall, I thought it was pretty good. Aesthetically, I thought it was a well shot. Just looked kind of cool, especially since most of the movies shot at night. There's a lot of issues with how brightly lit things were with Game of Thrones, so I'll say this movie was lit well for nighttime. Just basics, just like I said, the pros. I thought it was shot well. My biggest thing is the concept. I don't know if it's based off a movie or a comic book or what, but whoever originally thought of the idea of the Purge, I think conceptually that is a very interesting idea with a lot of potential. Did this
Yeah.
movie live up to the potential of the idea? I don't necessarily think so, but it wasn't bad, and I'll say it was shot well. Any pros to add?
Not really.
Okay. Again, I don't think we thought it lived up to the potential, so maybe that's why we're both a little quicker to jump on the cons.
Yeah.
My biggest pet peeve with it was the fact that if this is supposedly in the future and it's been going on for some years, if they said how many years it's been going on, I probably missed that. I'm not really sure. But just with how prepared everybody was and how calm they all were, and they all have security systems that Ethan Hawke sold
Yeah.
them, I mean, if that's the case, then I'm assuming it's been going on for a while. So for me, I just didn't like the fact that the kids kind of seemed just like kids, like millennial douchebag kids, I guess. An angsty, stupid teen daughter who's trying to get back at her dad, dating an older guy, and then some little kid who just, was so not even close to desensitized. Like you'd think this type of thing is going on, you'd be desensitized by
Yeah,
now,
it's way
even
too
if.
much of a wuss for being exposed to this for supposedly a few years.
And I mean, I understand that if that didn't happen, the movie would have been 10 minutes long. But that was my biggest thing. If you could have come up with something better and painted the kids in a similar way, and still had some crazy stuff happen that led to this. But that was my biggest thing. I don't know about you.
No, for me, just the family as a whole, I didn't think was very.
Oh yeah, you said you hated the neighbors. The fact that the neighbors hated them because they were more
Yeah.
successful. It's like,
No, that
okay.
kind of bugged me too because it didn't really seem to make any sense.
I
That was
mean,
one of the things they were busting their balls about in the very beginning. It's like, oh, you put an addition on your house. It's like, yeah, well, we did well because we're doing well in the way this economy is going. That was one of the biggest things that they kept talking about in the movie when you see like they kept like flashing to the news and everything. So you got the state of how the world was considering all that's going on, like how it was beneficial to pretty much everybody except the poor people. But so like, oh no, the rich people had security systems. It's like, well, if you're able to be protected in this environment, still have money, it's like, what's wrong with the fact that somebody was making money off of it? It's like, are you guys just shitty at your jobs that you think that?
well, I don't know. That's the other thing too. It's like if you want to hate Ethan Hawke because he's successful, that's fine. But you can't. He's like the way they specifically that neighbor chick says. It's like, oh, we pretty much paid for that addition, huh? And it's like, yeah, because you're safe on Purge night
Yeah.
because I sold you a security system that works. You stupid twat. Like. Like don't, like I joked about. I was like, that'd be like me getting really mad at you because you made money off selling me a glass of water when I was thirsty.
Yeah.
It's like if I want to get mad at like whoever owns Google, that's one thing, but don't get mad at the dude that's like the reason that you're safe on this Purge night
Yeah, none
thing.
of them had crappy looking houses just when they showed it. So
Yeah, it looked pretty nice and suburbia rich to me.
and obviously they afforded the security system. So
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. That kind of bugged me.
Yeah, I guess that was pretty much the main thing. Like I said, just more based on the fact that it sets up such an amazing concept that I think it could have been better. Also, I heard a few people when it first came out saying, why is everybody so focused on just murder? I mean, I understand why they'd be just focused on murder, but I also was kind of curious too, more like, yeah, like what if you went and robbed everybody? Like
You
you
get to
said,
keep
do you get to
everything?
keep it the next day, or do you have to like spend it in that 12-hour period where you're purging, which everything's closed and you can't buy stuff anyway, you just take it? I don't know. So I think people seem to think that the sequels are better, and I'm wondering if you watch this one and it kind of sets up the concept, you get familiar with it, and then maybe the other ones do a little bit of a better job exploring all the possibilities that popped into my head immediately when I heard what the movie was about. So that could be true. So I would say overall, yeah, I mean, if you like, that home invasion, movie, it's kind of almost like a genre now. You got When a Stranger Calls and Hostage with Bruce Willis and Panic Room with Jodie Foster and now this. And I don't know if the other ones continue with that same theme. But overall, it was still entertaining. It was watchable. Glad I watched it, even if just to, set up the next ones which people say are better. So, I mean, overall, you liked it.
Yeah, it was okay. It was amusing. I think it could have been a little bloodier, I guess. Like you see, like stills of people sharpening up these crazy ass machetes and stuff like that, and I feel like there could have been more potential in the creativity of the kills, given that like everybody's wielding some crazy knife or some, I don't know. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
they did mention that there was a restriction on certain weapons, but I can't imagine that bladed weapons would fall into that. I mean,
No, we were joking. It's like you probably, you can't just go with a rocket launcher and blow everybody's house up, because then that'd just be too much. That's overkill. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, overall it was cool,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Hopefully the other ones are better, and we'll let you know. We'll probably start watching them soon. We have them rented or bought on Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't work for Amazon. Anyway, all right. So I guess until the next one, that was hearing it, listening to it. It's better hearing it from us than them. That's the way we thought of it. So a butt review. All right. You good?
I'm good.
We'll see you next time.